What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV. Back with another update, another video. The breaking news today is that the Premier League season has been suspended until the end of April. Um, you know, the Premier League has also been extended indefinitely, which means that we will have an end to this Premier League season, I would imagine. And also, it looks like next season will be delayed. Of course, the Premier League have announced today, just reading it here, that the Premier League will be suspended until at least April the 30th. But the season has been extended indefinitely, which means that, there's no time limit on when this season has to end. So good news if you're, a Liverpool fan or someone like that, because, it looks like they will finish the season at some stage. Although, reading reports, there's lots of different reports that this whole situation could take months and months to clear up. So it'll be interesting. But, we've got at least what you're looking at least 5 or 6 weeks until we see any kind of football. I mean, Arsenal are back in training next Tuesday. I see some clubs, Sheffield United, Burnley, Watford, I think, start this week. Some clubs already training. But, in terms of games, I just don't see how they're going to deal with this situation. We're talking about 9 games left. You've also got the Champions League and the domestic cups, the FA Cup. We're not going to play football until at least the end of April, the start of May. The teams will then need time to get fit and sharp. They're going to need 2 or 3 weeks. We may not see a game until the middle of May. Now, the season was supposed to finish in May. Now, obviously, with the Euros going, I suppose they could play those remaining 9 games over 5 or 6 weeks if they play Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday. But the situation seems to be getting worse. I mean, whether you're watching this from abroad or in England, the tubes are being restricted. The kids are all off school from tomorrow. There's rumours the kids could be off school for months. Work is being shut down. People are going crazy in the supermarkets. I went in the supermarkets today and, you can't get pasta, you can't get rice, you can't get soap. It's crazy. You're having to go to 5 different shops to get one item. It's crazy times, man. It really is. What does this mean for Arsenal and the rest of the season? I think most Arsenal fans are not that interested. To be honest, my attitude in general is like, look, I want to watch football. I want to see Arsenal play, but this season has been so poor and so disappointing that I'm almost just like, whatever you want to do, it doesn't really bother me that much. We're ninth in the league. We're out of Europe, and what are we going to do to rescue this season anyway? The season is not going well for us. And, I think it's more Liverpool fans who will be, more worrying about the situation. What does this mean for season ticket holders of football clubs? I did a video yesterday. Something I've heard from somebody quite close to Arsenal is that they expect the rest of the season to be played behind closed doors. So if you're a season ticket holder, I have a season ticket as well. What happens for the rest of your games? Will we be refunded for the games that we can't go to? Will we be able to watch the games on TV? Games that are at 3 o'clock on a Saturday, are they now going to show those games on Sky? Do they show them on BT Sport? It's going to be interesting what happens, but just reading through your comments here, Omar says, afternoon bro, it was inevitable. Scrap this season and start again in August. It could happen. It really could happen. He also says, I couldn't care less if this season ends with being a shambles. And, I can't disagree with you. We've been absolutely terrible this season. Hala Madrid said this season has to finish. And, I can see them struggling to play a game even April, May. I don't see how they get footballing, to be honest. I think this whole situation in England will get worse before it gets better. Michael Thomas said Arsenal should be planning for next season. Well, the difficulty with that is, say for example, Aubameyang. Aubameyang might be saying, I'll stay at Arsenal if you're in the Champions League, or if that's the situation. But if the season's still up in the air, it's very difficult to plan. Players might be saying, okay, if you're in the Europa League or you're in the Champions League, I might sign for you, but if you're not in Europe at all, I'm not interested. But we can't answer that. We don't know what competition we're going to be in. So it's very difficult. One Love AFC said, just scrap this season, restart if possible in August. Well, that looks like a real possibility. I think if they get to April 30th and we're still in this same position, or things get worse, I don't see how they can extend that again. What are they going to do then? Oh, we'll go to the end of May. I think they will have a decision to make and say, look, the season potentially has to be ended. It's very unfortunate for everybody, depending on your league position. But the season basically restarts, and whatever league you started that season in, you continue that season in that. It's very difficult. Hala Madrid said, I think even if it's one round next season, 19 games, we should try and finish this season. So you do think we should play this season, and then next season you play every team once rather than twice. It's very difficult, man. Whatever they do, people are going to be very unhappy. Steve says, I honestly feel this season is over. I can't see how it can be completed at all. The virus is so unpredictable. Big up Curtis. Stay safe, bro. Appreciate that, Steve Harrington. Yeah, this is the thing. This is a pandemic. It's a serious situation. It's getting worse at the moment. And we don't know what's going to happen over the coming weeks and months. And I don't see how football can continue in the short term. It's boring, I tell you that. I would do anything now to just watch, Burnley against Brighton Super Sunday. They're the games that usually they're on TV, and I say, I'm not interested. I'm not even watching that. I would love to watch Burnley against Brighton this Sunday. No disrespect to those two teams, by the way. But, that's the type of game. You see that as Super Sunday. You just think, I'll do something else. But I need to see some football, man. All this old football we're having to watch, all these throwbacks. It's crazy, man. Let's have a look. FIFA Killer said, if the season play out will be better for Arsenal because we need to go up one to four places. Well, we need to try and get in the top four, top five. Hala Madrid said, not even cricket on the TV. Honestly, I would even take test match cricket right now. There's nothing to watch. It's so boring. I'm trying to get into, some sort of series on Netflix, or watch movies every night. But, it's something I don't watch a lot of TV, if I'm honest. I'm not a huge television fan, so it's really boring, man. I need to get back into FIFA or Football Manager or something. I'm gonna have to do something. Michael Thomas said, play indoors for the rest of the season. Interesting point. I bet there will be indoor pitches, 11 aside. It's something maybe they could look at, but I don't think it matters if it's indoors or outdoors at the moment. It's just having people in groups, and with the Premier League, you have to have medical staff, coaches. It's more than just the players on the pitch. So, but good suggestion. What do you guys think should happen for the rest of the season, particularly Arsenal fans? Most Arsenal fans I speak to are just like, you know what? End the season. Couldn't care less. We've been terrible. Start the season again. At least we're in the Europa League. The way the season's playing out, we may not even make a Europa League spot. At the moment, we're ninth, and it's not looking great. Let's put it that way. It's really not looking great. But the season extended indefinitely, suspended until April the 30th. Appreciate all you guys in the live comments. This was just a quick update video. I'll probably try and jump back on later tonight as well. And I'll do more videos throughout the day and throughout the week. Big up everyone in the live chat. As I say, take care, man. It's difficult times. Get your supplies in. Stay safe. And there'll be a link in the description below as well. Best new content creator. If you haven't voted already, would appreciate it if you could. Everyone, take care. I'll be back later in the day. Bless.